Hey guys, so I put some more saran wrap around her head. I used a different piece so the glue wouldn't get on her face from the other one. And I rubber banded it and put it put the towel back around her and rubber banded that as well, just like at the beginning of the video. And then what you want to do is put the wig cap on however you would like it. So I drew on the arrows with a pencil, just so that when I'm doing when I'm gluing on the wefts, I have an idea already of which way I'm wanting the hair to be lying, so I know which way to glue it on. So I drew little arrows, and then I just kind of started drawing little lines, just so that I know, like, generally the direction that I'm wanting the hair to go. And then I also drew on where I want the seam line to be. I'm starting to put the wefts onto the wig cap. As you can see, I took my brush and put some Mod Podge onto the wig cap. Careful not to get it onto the saran wrap underneath though, right here, because if you do, what'll happen is when you're gluing down the hair, it'll stick to the saran wrap, which you don't want it to do, and then it'll also be like kind of chunky at parts because it'll be glued. So just make sure you keep it on with wig cap if you can. Alright, so then I have one of the wefts here, and I'm going to put it onto the wig cap and press down. Make sure you've pressed down on every part of it. And also make sure that the line of the end of your wig cap matches up with the line of the end of the weft glue, because you don't want any big chunks of the weft glue hanging out over here, because those can get knocked off. So make sure that all of the parts of the weft wig cap, the weft glue are onto the wig cap completely. Alrighty, and then from there, you can just continue to make your line around the edges, up until I'd say about like the sideburn, and then you'd start with the next row. Hey guys, so I finished her first layer of hair, and then I stopped right before the sideburns on her. And this is just for her, because she's going to have blue hair underneath her brown hair. So for her, I just did a layer of blue hair first for the back and underneath. So this is just the first layer. A couple of these I glued on top, or kind of in betweenish. A couple other ones just because there was spaces. Alright guys, then for this sideburn, she's not having short, she's going to have to do some long sideburns. So I actually took one of the wefts that I made earlier and cut it in half. Like up here, I cut it in half. And then I put some Mod Podge down, and I'm just gonna, gonna glue that right on. Alright, so as you can see, the bottom layer did dry, and then on top of that, I added some more Mod Podge. And I put the, if it'll focus, I put the Mod Podge halfway up the first layer of the like the hardened part of the wefts down below, like the first layer, I painted the Mod Podge on halfway up. And then I put the wefts on half onto the old one, like the first layer, and then half onto the actual wig cap. And make sure to press that down all over. And then you just keep going around until you finish the second layer. And then you can go on with the third one and so forth. Just make sure to follow your arrows that you drew before when you're positioning the base of the weft where the glue or the Mod Podge is. Just make sure you angle that whichever way. And then, so I'm going to keep going. So I have finished this side of the wig. She does have a side part, but unfortunately I did run out of wefts, so I can't continue tonight. So I'm going to have to make more wefts and continue. Hey guys, so I made more wefts, and before I continue, I wanted to show you guys how I've done this so far. So her part that I drew on, where I want her part to be, is actually covered by these, purposefully. If you can see like the end of the shininess right there, like that line between like hair and then shiny, that line right there is where the part is going to be. So all these pieces are for this side of the head, so they're all going this way. And then when I get to finishing up the part, I will show you guys why I put those pieces like that over the part. So just remember that the part is right there. And then all these other pieces are so far just kind of going straight down, except for this one towards the end of the, hopefully you can see, where the end of the, oh goodness, what do you call it, where I want the part to be. This one starts going this way, so then the hairs will start just kind of going this way around. And then if I can show you, there's like a little piece right here underneath that one that goes down. So just try to plan that out when you are drawing your arrows, kind of how to be covering up these pieces. So I'm going to keep going, and then I will show you more progress as I go. I just have that little space left, and I finished the rest of it. This is of course the hard part though, is finishing up this part, at least for me, because I've never done this before, so I'm not exactly sure how to do it yet, and if it will turn out well. We'll see. But as you can see, the pieces right now are kind of going in directions that they should be for the hair. And I've been careful to make sure to try to cover up all of these parts. And there's going to be a line of these before you put on the last pieces to go this way. So as long as you get like all of these pieces over here to get on top of but not overlap the glue pieces for the ones that are going over the part, then you'll be okay. Because the other one, when you put the ones here, we're gonna actually be gluing them on but then flipping them over the opposite way. Alright, so I finished covering all the wig cap, and I pasted these on right up to the line that I showed you earlier where the part is going to be. So now I'm going to, and I also glued one going kind of backward, like that way, to cover up the line that was showing because of these. So now what I'm going to do is take a few of the wefts that I have and cut them about halfway up the glue that's on there so that they'll be a little bit shorter, and then I'm going to paste them right along the line for the part, so that way I can kind of cover up a little bit more of this stuff right here. Alright guys, so as you can see, there's just a little line left of the glued part of the wefts showing, and then everything else is covered up. So there's just a line of wefts going this way, and right along this like edge of it, that is where the part is going to go. So what I want to do for this part is to take the wefts, and they're going to be normally like just, you know, flat, and I put a little bit of a bend in them before I glue them on. So then I want to glue it on, and then once it's glued on, I want to flip it over and push it down just a little bit, and then it should go over to this side of her hair. So I will do that in a moment and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so I put on the first weft to go the other way. So I don't know if you can see the line there, but I pasted it on like I showed you, and also I made it, I made the top part where it's glued shorter, so that when I did glue it on, less of it showed. And also another thing to note is that when I did paste this piece on, if you can see, I put another little piece going the opposite way. So I put it further in and put it going this way. It's a short piece, so that it covered up what was showing in the front of the glued part of the first weft that I put in to go this way. So hopefully that'll make sense. And I'm going to keep going and finishing up all these the same way that I did this first weft, just putting the one piece, paste it down, and it's technically going to be going this way, so let me just really quickly, so basically you're going to take your weft and shorten that top part, and then you're going to paste it down going this way. All of them along the way, you're going to paste them down going this way. This is what I did with the first one. And then you're going to want to basically just fold it over to go this way. And you might want to dab a little bit of glue, not a whole lot, because you don't want to like really paste the hair down and have it look glued, but just like a tad bit to help it. Alright guys, well I finished up. As you can see, none of the wig cap or the parts of the wefts that are glued can be seen, unless you go searching for it. So that is what your wig should look like, something like that. And hopefully this tutorial, or these tutorials, have helped you. The very last bit of this tutorial, the next part is going to be my friend showing you how to do flocking on the side of the head.